So I'm kind of in this position where I've got two blocks, one head. That sounds like a weird video that I saw back in like the early 2000s. Hey guys, what's going on? So this is a video that I didn't want to have to make, but unfortunately I think it's time that I address a couple of issues. A lot of people have been asking me what's happened with my car. You know, I was making pretty good progress with putting all the bolt-ons into my Stagea, which is sitting there behind me. You know, we got coil packs done, fuel system done, other little bits and pieces all bolted on, ready to hit the dyno and try and make, you know, hopefully close to 400 horsepower or something like that. I had everything sort of buttoned up, ready to go. We got it to the dyno. The dyno session went kind of okay. We identified a couple of problems. One of the issues was the fuel pump wiring. Fuel pump voltage was dropping once we started getting a lot of load into it. I made a video about how to do the direct battery feed. So that's the full 14-ish volts from the battery all the way straight to the pump by way of a relay. So if you are interested in that, make sure you check out that video because I do go through exactly how to wire it all up. So then we got you know, going with some power runs on the dyno. It looked like it was breathing kind of heavy. There was a couple of times where you can see dust, you know, like blow-by gas billowing out of the catch can. After doing some more runs, the compressor blade hit the inside of the front housing on the turbo. We pulled the pin on the dyno session. I got the car home, I started taking some things apart. What I realized was the way I had the turbo set up previously, the oil was draining back out of the drain on the turbo, but it was draining almost horizontally back into the block. And it was this kind of like 90-degree fitting that I had put on there. So my tuner said, look, that's probably not the best way to drain oil. It could be that the oil was backing up from the sump, that the oil was backing up through that fitting because it wasn't able to drain quickly enough. So I took everything apart. I found the inside of the turbo was covered in metal shavings. Not a good sign. The wheel also had some damage on it. So I made the decision then to rebuild the turbo. So I pulled the turbo off and I sent it to Hypergear. He is a great dude. He does some amazing work, makes turbos for really high power GTRs. What my aim was to get this turbo rebuilt, but it come back to me with more power, able to handle more boost, and still bolt on to everything that I have here, like my exhaust, my dump pipe, so that I didn't have to change the dump pipe or buy any other parts and bits and pieces. Got the new turbo on. It sounds great. It spools up noticeably quicker. So a couple of weeks go by and I've got the car back on the road and I'm driving around just checking for leaks, checking for, you know, if there's any other issues I can see. I redid the drain. So the new turbo had a slightly different drain port, and while it was off I was able to clock the turbo housing around a little bit more so that the oil was able to drain almost completely vertically and back into the sump. So that fixed the smoking issue. So I think that was the correct diagnosis. You know, the oil was basically backing up through that drain and burning off through the back of the turbo out the exhaust as smoke. So anyway, I'm driving around, we're going to a couple of meets, and I'm not being stupid. Like, I haven't been pushing this Stagea hard on the road because I know that it's not tuned fully. Our tune got to about 180 horsepower on 7 pounds of boost. And AFRs looked good. It was safe to drive around normally, sedately, and I wasn't going through and upping the boost beyond what my tuner had set it to or anything like that. So I'm driving around for a couple of weeks and I started up one day and long story short, it has a rattle. The rattle developed into a bigger rattle and it basically ended up being a decently noticeable knock. Not a big end knock. A couple of people have helped me diagnose it as being most likely a little end knock. So where the gudgeon pin goes, holds the conrod to the piston, probably in cylinder number 2. So I'm kind of in this position now where I'm not really sure what my future goal is at this point or what direction I'm going to go in. but I know that the engine that's in my Stagea at the moment has to come out. At the same time as having that realization, I've picked up the RB30 block. I've taken the RB30 block apart, and I'm still talking to my machinist about different options for the RB30. So I'm not really sure what to do. You know, do I pull out my RB25, take it apart as well, fix whatever's wrong if the damage isn't that bad, and put it back together? Or the fact that I have this RB30 sitting here now, just begging, just begging to be put into a Stagea. You know, should I just go full send with the 30? I'm not sure yet. You know, obviously the RB30 build is going to require, let's just say thousands of dollars to get it to the point where it can get back into this car. Conversely, the RB25, you know, I have to take it out anyway. I have to take it apart. I have to take it apart to get the 25 head off to put on my RB30 anyway. So I've got, you know, 2 blocks, 1 head, and nothing that actually runs properly right now. So I'm not feeling too great about the whole situation. I've had a few moments where I've lost a lot of motivation to even look at this car, do anything to this car. But a lot of the guys in the crew and like a lot of my close mates have been telling me, look, you know, just pull your finger out. Yeah, it sucks, but pull your finger out, get it done, get something done. And that's what I'm going to do. I am going to get it back together. I will rebuild. But yeah, it's just a matter of trying to figure out what the best route is at this point in time, and seeing what end result I'll end up with. So, I mean, look, if you guys want to help me decide, please do. Drop a comment, shoot me a message. Tell me what you think I should do. Do I go full send with the 25-30 build? Or do I just stop being a little bitch and fix my RB25? You know, I don't know. I think my gut says I've got to take the 25 out anyway. So I think what I want to do is pull that out, take it apart, inspect the damage, and figure out how much it's going to cost to repair that. Then weigh up the cost of the two. You know, honestly, I'm not made of money. It's been 2 or 3 years of me working on this car. So I'm feeling really demotivated. I really am not feeling like working on this car much anymore. But I'm sure once I start making some progress, I think that feeling will return. You know, the other option is to, and I'll probably get killed for saying this because I've had some not very nice messages from people for suggesting this even as a joke, is to just part the car out. As much as it hurts to say, that's the obvious third option here, you know? Do I go RB25 30? Do I fix the 25 that's in there? Or do I just sell up and move on? You know, if we put in all the options on the table, that's an option. As much as it hurts me to say, I really don't want to, but financially it would make the most sense. You know, I could sell everything, sell the gearbox, take all the goodies off it, sell the turbo kit, sell the injectors and fuel setup, sell the coil packs. But I really just wanted to keep you guys updated as well, because like I said at the start of this video, I know that I've had a few people ask, as I've put up more videos about the RB30, you know, people have started asking, what's happened with the 25? Did you get it on the dyno? What's the go? What's the go? And I've just kind of gone, yeah, maybe I did. Sorry, guys. So I just wasn't sure how to kind of talk about it, and I wasn't ready to talk about it yet, because this really hurts. It really does. This is like a nervous laughter. So yeah, you know, I just wanted to keep you guys updated. That's what's happening. Stagea is down. Stagea is broken, and I've got to figure out what to do from here. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Like I said, please reach out to me. Let me know what you think I should do. If you have any ideas, I've got a lot to think about. So any help would be great. And I also wanted to say big thanks to Pete once again for all of your knowledge and insight into how Stageas, RBs work. And yeah, thanks for all the motivation and trying to keep me level-headed. Pete, you're a legend. Thank you so much, as always. Go check him out, Stag Parts Pete on Instagram, and all the usual places. If you know me, if you know Street Syndicate, Pete will be certainly no stranger to you. If you need parts, if you need advice, if you need help pulling an engine out or whatever, make sure you hit him up. He's your guy. So that's it for this video, guys. Just want to keep you guys updated, and yeah, I don't know what's next, but I'll certainly update you guys once I have a bit of a better idea. Thanks, guys. See ya.